It's Monday morning, and as you can see, we're not in the water anymore. We are out for blacking, which I'm going to do myself. I had a quick inspection, and we're going to remove this anoid, cut them off so we can get blacking in behind there. This one's okay, same on the other side. Have a quick walk down. That will need grinding back a bit. But I mean, these are battle scars, if you like. Not too bad. Don't look too bad at all. Bit there, bit of grinding out just to get it to bind. Loose flaky bits off, and we should be all right. Again there, we'll black all this up to here. We'll get rid of all of this, and then same with this anoid, that's going to come off. And yes, that anoid's going to stay. We're probably going to put 2 new anoids around here to protect the propeller. So it's a bit of a crazy morning this morning, purely because, see, look, the phone's just dropped down. Purely because I want to make best use of the weather. So now the boat's out, got really lots of little jobs to do. Got to cut them anoids off, get it power washed so it can get dried. Then we can get the first coat on, and that first coat's the critical one, and it needs to go on by brush. So what we've got is a block brush. I think it's an old pasting brush or what, I don't know, but we're going to put it on with that, and that allows you to get into all the divots and that. And then the second and possibly third coat can go on with rollers. So we'll see how we're getting on. I just need to find some ear defenders for grinding. So I will try and video as much as I can, but in essence I need to get on as best as I can as well. So yeah, let's go and prep up for cutting them off. Right, yeah, I've got to get on. So carrying on from, it's all just a bit manic this first morning. So carrying on, we are going the stern gland packing, which means this has got to all be undone, pulled out, and then inside here is like a rope, a charcoal rope, and then you grease it up, you cut it to the size, and then you fit it around your prop, slide it in, and then re-put this collar back on and grease it up. And you can grease it up from here, and then that almost stops the water coming in. Now I say almost because I would say the majority of the time you will get some water that goes into this area, and that area is designed to capture the water, and then this pump is on a float system that then takes the water out automatically, or you can operate it by a switch if you think it's getting too full. So we're going to whip that off next whilst they're power washing the boat off. And the reason is, I think under health and safety insurance and all of that, you're not allowed to do it. I'm not 100% certain, but I'll leave them to power wash it, and then we're going to get new anoids fitted, because we've had a look and they definitely need changing. So I will leave them to do that because they have to be welded on. And little jobs, everything's going to get done slowly. If we can get the first coat of blacking on tonight, that would be awesome. We'll just have to wait and see. We've got long days, we're going to make use of it. Right, let's get these off, or this collar undone and off. Right, so the two nuts are off, and there's two on there because one is basically butted up and then the other is like a lock-in nut. So we're going to use a small pry bar. We're just going to prise this back and it should there we go, she's coming. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Right, so that's the collar off, and then inside there is where the packing will be. So we're going to get a small tool and then just pull out any old packing and then get repacked. Now some of you may be wondering why there's nappies in there. Well, nappies soak up all the excess water. I can leave it to dry and then I can get it painted. Alrighty, let's crack on. Right, here we go. This is the old packing. That don't look too bad. It's crazy. We're gonna weld up a hole on the outside which isn't being used for anything, and it's close to the water line, so there's no need for that. I've got to keep hydrated today. I'm going to show you another thing on the back of the where the propeller is and the skeg. It's bolted on, and the guy said I don't see the point in that. He said I'll run a quick weld down it, so fine. I mean, it's all money, but I'd rather have it done decent. And then I've got to run a wire wheel over the patches and we'll be good to go. So let's go and have a quick look outside and I'll explain what's happening, what I've just sort of told you really. Right, hole is getting welded up because that's the exhaust and this one is nil and funk. I don't know why it's there. And then we're going to weld this plate. We're going to run a weld down there. That'll be good. And the other side's pretty much the same as this. So these areas we're just going to run a wire wheel over, blend them in a bit, and then the bitumen should take. Guy said it's pretty good condition really, to be fair. So yeah, it's just bits like that. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it won't take forever. So time to crack on and make double ducks good. Good morning. What a busy day yesterday was, and today's not going to be as busy, I can tell you that. Well, it is, but it won't be as manic. So as you can see in the background, she started to be blacked, and I've got the first coat on. We got that on nice and thick. We're gonna wait hours I'm giving it, because of the temperature yesterday was about 16 degrees and they say around 15 degrees it needs 18 hours. 18 hours? 16 hours? 16 hours. And then later on today I'll get another coat on, and then we'll see what we've got left. They say 2 to 3 coats. If we can get a third, then great. But otherwise I'm happy with that. Next job then is we're going to tidy this up here. We're going to repaint that, and then we've got the light stalk at the front, and then possibly we're going to start touching bits like that up as well. So time to get on.